What's going on, everybody? So, pretty big game coming up for our Jaguars tomorrow. AFC divisional round of the playoffs against the Kansas City Chiefs. The Jaguars plane just took off just about an hour ago. So, we're well on our way. But before I get into this video, I quickly wanted to talk to you guys about how I'm now an affiliate with the Sweeps app. And Sweeps is essentially a fantasy prop bet type of app where there's all different kinds of contests that you can get into. The big thing that stood out about this app to me is that there's zero money down. So essentially, you can sign up, you get given a certain amount of points, and really there's no risk to it, and the reward can be potentially pretty high. And to get some signups, there's going to be a $100 Squares event tomorrow. So down the link below, I have a link that you can go and register and get into the Squares competition for tomorrow's game. And you can win up to $100 on Squares that way. So, do me a huge solid. Go down there and download the app, try it out, see how many points you got, and you can go, place certain things on NBA games, NHL games, NFL games, of course, and, all that stuff. So, I'll be in it and hope to see all you guys there. So, Trevor, in my opinion, there's this article that came out, and not necessarily an article, but something that Zay Jones said in his interview, and nobody's really giving it any acknowledgement. But really, for me, this is actually really, really huge. What Trevor Lawrence actually did during that game, and basically what happened is that really, before the season and during the season, a lot of people wonder, does Trevor Lawrence really care about football? Does he care about winning? Does he have that dog in him? And I think those answers have been confirmed, that, look, he is a competitor. He wants to win. He loves winning. He's just the quarterback that you'd want to have leading your team. He's also clearly a franchise quarterback. We've seen what he looks like in his highs, and he is just, tremendous. But one thing that I remember that the thing that I had reservations on is when you look at Peyton Manning, yeah, he's a good guy, but he's willing to get in his teammates' faces and yell at them. He's willing to, because we saw the interaction between him and Jeff Saturday one time where, they got pretty much face to face and were arguing. And then quickly after they apologized. And, you've seen Tom Brady hold his teammates accountable. You've seen Aaron Rodgers do it. But I was wondering, if somebody does something bad, does Trevor Lawrence, does he feel comfortable and confident enough to come up and yell at, and pretty much put the guy in their place? And that's exactly what Zay Jones said happened. Zay Jones said that he was yelled at by Trevor Lawrence during the last game, and it caught him off guard, but he's happy that he did it. He was yelling at Zay Jones about not getting a certain amount of depth on a certain pass route, leading to, I don't know if it was an interception or a bad throw, but it just wasn't right, but it got them off the field. And for Zay Jones, he said that he's displaying a new level of leadership, and that Trevor Lawrence quickly apologized for it, but Zay Jones said he didn't really have to. So really, for me, like a couple things, like that's, I've seen like pretty much all the check marks have happened with Trevor Lawrence for me this year when it comes to, I wanted to see him get the comeback win. He's got several comeback wins. I wanted to see, him just prove that he's a franchise quarterback. He's done that, but I also just want to see that he takes ownership of the offense, and he has clearly taken ownership of this offense. And I want to see that if times go bad, or if a receiver or a player doesn't do what they're supposed to do, he's willing to say, hey, don't do that, or do this. Just really take ownership of this offense and almost be like a coach, almost be like the offensive coordinator out on the field for the Jaguars. And, Trevor Lawrence did exactly that. And for me, no one's talking about it, but for me, I think this is just a huge step for Trevor Lawrence and his development as a Jacksonville Jaguar. So pretty exciting stuff to see. So let me know what you guys think. Also, be sure to download Sweeps app. Like I said, the link is down below. Go Jags.